I'm gonna make a big load of meatballs. They're all-purpose meatballs. My family loves them, and I keep them in bags in the freezer and then just throw them into whatever sauce I want. Now it starts with 5 pounds of ground beef, and I'll add a cup and a half of breadcrumbs. You can use plain breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs, panko, anything you have on hand. And then this is a lot of ground beef, so I'll add a good amount of salt and pepper. I'm going to really season them up. And then of course I love a little spice with pretty much everything I cook. So I'll add some crushed red pepper flakes. Now I also like to add a couple of heaping tablespoons of really grainy mustard. It gives the meatballs such a great flavor. Now I'll splash a little bit of whole milk in, about a half a cup or so. The breadcrumbs will soak it up and it'll give the meatballs just a wonderful moisture. And then I never ever pass up the opportunity to add a good splash of heavy cream. Talk about richness, wow. It doesn't take a lot, a little goes a long way. Now I'm gonna add some green to the mix. I'll grab a bunch of parsley and I'll chop it up. It'll add great color and flavor to the meatballs. I tell you what, freezer food is my life. If we're having a really busy day or I'm running late, I just have to pop it in the oven and we're good to go. Okay, that should be enough parsley. So I'll sprinkle that in. And then I also have 4 eggs, already cracked them, so those go right in. Now that is one beautiful meatball mixture. I'm just gonna go on in with my hands and squish it all together. Sometimes I love to do this, sometimes I just think, oh, it's a necessary evil. If you used a spoon to mix this together, it would take you approximately 4 months to get it all mixed. Okay, that's about as mixed together as it's gonna get. Now I use a scoop to roll out the meatballs. That way every meatball is about the same size. Just roll it between my hands. This mixture is actually gonna make 125 meatballs. That is a lot. I'll put them on these trays and I'll freeze them briefly before I brown them in a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier that way. Now, the meatballs have frozen for just a little bit, just enough to firm them up, and I'm gonna get them into the pot in batches and start frying them up. The meatballs are fully cooked when they go into the freezer. That way I just whip up a sauce, throw in the cooked meatballs, and as soon as they're warm, it's time to eat. These meatballs could not be more versatile. They basically go with everything. I tell you what, I can just taste all those different sauces I make. Each one is as delicious as the next. One of my favorites is a classic barbecue sauce. It goes so well with the meatballs and is great with stovetop mashed potatoes. And I love a dish of Swedish meatballs served with noodles and a sprinkling of parsley. It'd be hard for me to pick my favorite sauce for these meatballs, but sweet and sour sauce is definitely up there. It's a great sweet, sticky concoction with pineapple juice, sugar, and spicy sauces. I throw in frozen meatballs, some pineapple chunks right at the end, and then serve it up over rice with a sprinkling of sliced green onion. All of those sauces are so quick and easy, and they're absolutely perfect for a busy day. Okay, I got all the meatballs cooked. Now I'm just gonna let them cool down, and then I'll flash freeze them for a little bit, and that'll make it easier to bag them up. These meatballs are gonna make me one popular mama.